Talk to Stinky and Earl and the gang in Winona, Mississippi. Get another update. Hey, Lisa, what's up?
Hi, what's up?
Hey.
How you doing?
All right. You need something?
Yes, I have a very extremely hairy, beastly friend, and I need to get that number for her.
Where does your friend have hair?
All over. It's just absolutely ridiculous. And on her back. She looks like a monkey. I'm not even kidding.
What nationality is she?
Guess. Italian.
That's a stereotype.
I know.
Blown apart.
It's so bad.
That's too bad.
But so true.
Ouch. But she got the mustache?
Ugh, everything. I feel bad for her, and the funniest secret is she makes me come over her house before she went on her honeymoon, and I had to shave her back. I'm not even kidding.
You shaved her back?
Yes.
Before her honeymoon?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It was really funny.
What about the, have you seen the patch?
Ugh, please.
Have you seen the boobs? I know you girls show each other your boobs.
Yeah.
Yes, of course we do. But no, actually, believe it or not, they're perky porno ones.
No hair?
Nope, not at all.
But that ass.
Ugh.
Just full of hair.
All right, we'll put you on hold, and someone will get you the number, okay?
Okay, love you guys.
Did you enjoy Stalker Patty getting her hair removed?
Yes, she's crazy girl. I can't believe she let you guys do that, but whatever, that's her problem.
I said it earlier. If we said, Patty, for the good of the show, please stab yourself, she would do it.
Totally.
Hey.
You guys are cool.
Hold on, Lisa.
Thanks.
All right, Anthony, I should
Do
tell...
you want a flesh wound, or should I kill myself?
I should tell all the hot girls to make sure they're listening. We got a contest for you.
Hot girls, listen, pay attention.
A chance to get major exposure.
Yes.
Close to 500,000 people checking you out.
Mm-hmm.
Stand by. We'll give you the details in a minute. But we got to move on with Bad Guest Day, Anthony.
Yes.
We might have to turn this into Bad Guest Week. Because we're going to, do it from time to time for the rest of the week, I think.
Yeah.
You want to explain Bad Guest Day? Our first one is standing by. They can't hear us right now, which is very important. Make sure they can't hear us right now.
Make sure. Yeah, this is very important. Well, every day, back in our office, we get envelopes and packages from various authors or people that do psychic hotline stuff, or people that have miracle cures, things that you might hear on other radio stations. You know, some of those shows that you never, ever listen to. And they read in the ratings books that Opie and Anthony show doing very well in New York City. So we got to get our product out in New York City. So they send us their little press kits with all the info and want to set up an interview, not knowing anything about the Opie and Anthony show. And we usually just throw them all in the garbage. Well, we figured we'll show our listeners what type of stuff we get in the back office by doing Bad Guest Day.
We'll make you appreciate Stalker Patty and Sandy Kane and the retarded Laverne and Shirley. You watch.
Yeah.
So our first guest is standing by. I think he wants to take some calls from the listeners. Serious questions only.
Please, people, serious questions only. This is an author.
Go right for the jugular. 212-757-1027. And Ben, it would help us out if they had their question on the screen.
Here is what this guy does for the people that want to ask serious questions only. He's a Jonathan Barrent. Is that his name?
Barrent or something like that. Social therapist.
Yes. What?
Barrent?
Barrent, like parent, only with a B.
Okay.
Jonathan Barrent, noted psychotherapist. He offers one of the few drug-free treatment programs for social anxiety. He's trying to cure shyness.
Beyond Shyness is the name of his book.
That's right.
I'm kind of bummed because the guy that had a book out called Is My Child Okay canceled on us.
I know. God damn it. We reamed it.
All right, so let's talk to Jonathan Barrent.
Yes.
Jonathan.
I'm here.
Hello. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony show in New York City.
Well, good afternoon.
How are you? Where are you calling from, Jonathan?
Well, right at this moment, I'm calling from East Hampton, but my office is in Great Neck, New York.
Out there on Long Island. We got a lot of listeners out there on Long Island.
So you're a social therapist?
I try to be.
And you're an author?
I am.
And your latest book that you're pushing is called Beyond Shyness?
How to Conquer Social Anxieties.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Can you start by telling us a little bit about the book?
Well, I think the place to start is about the people that the book is about. A woman comes into my office here in Great Neck, 40 years old, homemaker, mother of 2, happens to be an ovarian cancer survivor.
Oh, my goodness.
And she says, with very genuine words, Jonathan, I'd rather be back in chemotherapy than speak in front of a group.
Shut up!
Or a 16-year-old, a straight-A student, spends 75 hours a week on the Internet playing one game.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of that at the expense of any socialization. An attractive 27-year-old, male, female, intelligent, has a lot going for them, has no intimacy with the opposite sex. I refer to this as involuntary virginity.
Involuntary virginity. Now, that's quite the phrase, quite the title to give somebody. What exactly does that mean?
That means that the person avoids, keyword here, avoids intimacy at all costs because of performance and social anxiety. That's what the book is about, and that's what my practice is about, performance and social anxiety, which is the third most common mental health problem in our society today, behind depression and substance abuse.
Wow.
There's many other examples. Children who do not speak. There's nothing physically wrong with them.
Hey, some parents wouldn't mind that, though, huh?
That's true. But these kids in the family have a big problem. There's nothing physically wrong. The child doesn't speak because of anxiety. If you don't get a grip on that in early childhood, it turns into a very severe problem.
So if a parent has a shy kid at home, what's something basic they could do to get the kid out of this?
Oh, get out of denial. The biggest singular mistake that parents make is to feel that little Johnny will grow out of the problem.
What if his name isn't Johnny?
Yeah, little Johnny or little Sally will go out of the problem. Usually, not that it can't happen, but usually the problem gets worse over time.
Right.
And parents very often mistake nurturing for rescuing. When the child has uncomfortability or anxiety, they make it too okay for that child to avoid what's threatening, and that perpetuates the problem.
Right. My goodness. Now, I'm learning a lot about the children being shy.
Well,
but what about now if you're an adult?
Oh, yes. I would venture to say that a large percentage of your listening audience has this problem. For many people, talk radio is their social life.
I think one of our biggest problems with our audience is the shyness, because usually we have to. They never get to the point on their calls, and that's a joke. Maybe you'd like to take some listener input here.
Sure.
To our author here, people. This is Jonathan Barrett.
Yeah, Jonathan, I think you're onto something because the phones have exploded today.
Oh, good.
The new book is called Beyond Shyness. Let's go to Joe from Queens, I believe. Joe, you're on with Jonathan.
Lock and load.
Yes, hello, Mr. Author Guy.
That's me.
I heard you were the president of NAMBLA, the National Association for Molested Boys.
Oh, my goodness.
That's very funny.
Isn't it great, though, you faggot?
Oh, wait.
We had to jump out of that.
Jonathan?
Sometimes
Yes.
people get through. And,
Oh, my goodness.
I'm sorry about that.
Hey, no problem.
We have a lot of intelligent people that listen to our show, and a couple idiots.
they ruin it every time.
Let's go to Jim and see if he has a question for Jonathan. Jim.
Hey.
Hey, do you have a question for Jonathan?
Yes, I do, Doctor. I have a very, 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 very small penis, and I get shy bladder around other men.
Now, this
wondering-
man has a point.
No, that's a very common thing. That's a very common thing. Social phobia can be a pervasive problem or a very specific problem.
Jonathan, you interrupted our caller, though. He said that he can't pee when he sees other guys. Is that a normal...
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Fear of using a public restroom can be a specific social phobia, although sometimes I can understand that one.
I find it especially difficult when I want them to hold it for me, though.
Then you got to develop assertiveness skills.
My God.
You think it's... what was that, Jonathan?
Then he has to develop assertiveness skills.
Yeah.
I should make them hold it for me?
Tell the person to hold it.
Well, if that's what you're looking for.
Wouldn't that be a little too forward, Jonathan?
This is good because I can see that a lot of your callers, you said, one of the terms that I use, one of the people who come to my practice don't only have social anxiety, they're what I refer to as socially handicapped, which is a combination of anxiety and social skills deficits. And I can see that a large percentage of your audience has that.
No, it's the few bad apples. You say you have a practice.
Yes.
Yes.
in Great Neck, New York.
Shouldn't you know how to do it by now? Oh, it's another joke. I like throwing what they call the zingers out there. I guess I'm not that good at it.
Jonathan?
Yes.
In white shorts.
Let's try Rich on line 11. Rich?
Yes.
The book's called Beyond Shyness with Jonathan Barant.
Well, my question really isn't about shyness. It's more or less that whenever I see 12-year-old children, I feel the need to whip it out and spank it. I was wondering if you could possibly help me with that.
I would say that's a subject for another show.
Are you sure? It's serious.
Maybe tomorrow's.
Yeah.
Are you sure with this doctor you should be able to help me? I like rubbing their backs.
All right. Listen,
You
Rich.
sicko.
Jonathan, I'm sorry about that.
My God.
Look,
We're trying to have a serious conversation here.
Yeah.
The good thing is you're giving these people some a mode to express themselves. Just think what would happen if they couldn't do this. They might act out some of this stuff.
That's true. Let's move on with Matt. Matt.
Yes, how are you doing, fellows?
Pretty good, sir.
I actually have two real very, very quick ones. Doctor, my girlfriend seems to always turn her back on me when I'm trying to talk to her. She seems very shy. Is there any sort of very minor solution for that, or?
What's her problem?
She just seems very shy. Whenever I try and talk to her about specific things, she always just seems to turn her back on me.
Like what?
You know what? That's too simple. That's too simple a question.
Yeah, would be a little more
like when I try and ask her to bend over and have anal sex, she just suddenly seems to have to turn around and not listen, but she doesn't bend over.
Well, obviously you haven't taught her the right way.
Yeah.
Well, I should try that. I should try that. Get a life. That'll gag. You guys suck.
Anal's no joke, Matt.
Jonathan, there's not a chapter on anal in your book, is there?
I know there isn't, but one of the things I would like to say is that for the serious people who might be listening, if that's a possibility, they can get a packet of free information where they can measure the severity of the problem in terms of social skills, and boy, we got a lot of those people out there, anxiety and related issues, by calling our 800 number, which is 248-2034, or by doing a search on the Internet. Now, a lot of shy people love the Internet because they can have anonymity. By doing a search for socialanxiety.com.
Now, do you have a message board that people can post?
They can leave messages if they want a little productive interaction.
Why don't you give that number out again?
Thank you. 800-248-2034 or socialanxiety.com.
Okay.
All right, let's go to Destro. Destro, do you have a question for Jonathan?
Yes. Hello, Doctor. I've read your book, and I enjoyed it a lot.
Thank you.
My major problem is I'm quite shy. I'm really having trouble with women lately. It seems every time I meet one, the first thing I could think of is hacking them to bits and setting their body parts on fire. Is that a personal problem?
That sounds like a problem.
You know what that is? A lot of people with social anxiety, and this is the truth, have an internal rage. They're angry because they see the world going on around them and they're not part of it.
So sticking knives in them, that's bad.
I don't know. Use your logic.
Yeah, that would be, I would say bad, and I'm not a professional. But I would say bad.
I got rid of that one, Jonathan.
This isn't going well with the callers.
I'll pay someone to ask a productive question.
Yeah, it's very uncomfortable right now for us.
Yeah.
John.
How's it going there?
All right.
Listen, I was wondering if you could tell me from personal experience how he gets over shyness from women. Because I know I'm very shy, and it sounds like, he's had some problems with intimacy in his life.
Who sounds like that?
It sounds like you've had a little problem with intimacy in your life. And I was wondering if you could help me out from your personal experience and how you got over it.
Well, your perception is incorrect, but the answer to the problem is to develop a little self-esteem and to work through what you perceive as your internal flaws. That'll result in avoidance.
Mm-hmm. So when you got over your internal flaws, you're helping out other people by doing that as well, right?
Yes,
that's one way to look at it, but there's a lot of hypothesis in your question.
Yeah, John, are you getting at something?
He sounds like he has a lot of internal flaws. I was just wondering if, you know...
I don't understand what you're getting at.
Yeah.
If you have a question for the doc, ask it.
You know, what are your internal flaws?
Nothing that I would feel comfortable talking about to you on the radio.
Yeah.
I see how it is. You know, you don't want to come out in public. I see.
Excuse me, John? I think you're through, John.
Yeah, let's get rid of John.
My God.
I think we got to wrap up. I think we have time for one more call.
One more call. Please make
Phil.
this a good one.
Phil?
Hello?
Phil.
Hello?
You're on with Jonathan.
Hello, doctor. I weigh about 500 pounds, and I usually spend my days in my room. I'm very shy, and I've been turned down a lot of times.
Yeah.
Can you help me get over that?
Can I help you get over that?
Yes.
Well, if you're being serious, that's a very tough problem, and I think there's a lot of self-image and self-esteem issues there. What I would suggest is not to simplify the response to your question, but a good place to start is to get the book and read it, and that'll give you a framework of what you have to do.
Phil,
But I will give you and everybody else a piece of advice people who have social anxiety, whether it's fear of speaking, fear of sex, fear of an authority figure. No, listen to this. I want to give you the answer here. Very, very important. Your most valuable asset in life is not your bank account. It's time and how you use it.
Billy.
How about having sex with your cat?
Oh, no, I have a couple of cats, but I couldn't imagine that.
Billy, please. Got a young boy here that has some mental problems. Sorry. Seems to be acting up. Where did he go?
All right.
You people are bastards, man. You know, you say you're going to say something on the phone line, and we write it down, and then you don't say it. The guy goes into 500 pounds, and I have problems with my...
they get nervous.
With my girl. And he has written there, I like to bang my cat. Get on the air and say, I like to bang my cat.
Got to get right to the point.
We wanted to fire off like 50 phone calls of just ridiculous stuff without you guys... Believe me, you don't have to, like, trick us into the gag with a serious question.
Yeah, just make us feel...
We're waiting for it.
Make us feel as uncomfortable as possible. That's your job. You're on the phone line. You ask those crazy questions.
Well, that was a learning experience. That's how we handle.
Bad Guest Day. It's a new bit on the O&A show. It has potential.
Absolutely.
Needs a little work, but it has potential.
You guys got to fire it off. Normally, when you're pranking somebody on a radio show or TV show, you have to lull them into the false sense of security with a real question.
Right.
We totally do away with that here.
We know.
You call up. We know. We're in on it, too. You just lambast with the dumbest questions.
Anthony, our next bad guest is standing by.
And don't let him. Don't let them talk too long. If you're on the phone, you ask him a question, and he starts rambling on about something. That one guy that just started going, that was hysterical.
Yeah, tell him to shut up. Whatever you need to do. All right.
Yeah. Like when he starts answering, go, oh, just shut up.
Make us feel uncomfortable. We don't care.
Yeah.
All right. Let's clear the phone lines. Our next bad guest is standing by.